住落嚟，我哋以熱烈嘅掌聲歡迎中華台北嘅代表謝佩珊同埋洪恩慈。
And let's welcome Hsieh from Chinese Taipei.
So these pairs now all gathering together. First meeting between the two.
Kao, my black or red? Red for you.
Toss there being
Who receives?
done by
Who serves? Who serves? Which end?
Dr. Wilfred Yong, Executive Vice Chairman of SANDS China Limited. Well, hopefully we do not have the kind of disruptions that we've had earlier. Now looking at Kaho Osawa, 23 from Saitama near Tokyo, 63rd in the world. They're playing at their highest ever ranking. She's a former world junior champion in girls doubles, a bronze medalist, I should say, with another partner, Hinata Suzuki. Mai Tanabe is 22, slightly taller at 170 centimeters from Shimane Prefecture. Pretty remote place. They have got a runner-up finish at the Canada Open recently, where they lost to the Yamsaad sisters in straight games. Talking of straight games, they haven't dropped a single game here at this tournament. Can they keep that going here in the final? They've beaten a couple of Chinese Taipei pairs along the way as well. Talking of Chinese Taipei pairs, here is Hsieh Shan, who's 27, 168 centimeters tall, playing at their highest ever ranking of 12th in the world. And her partner is Hung Eun-soo, who's much taller at 175. Now, interestingly enough, these two were runners-up last year at the Macau Open. They lost to Li Wenmei and Zhang Shuxian. That's a great pairing, isn't it? In one of the brief times that they were paired together, Li Wenmei and Zhang Shuxian. Now, they have dropped games in the last two matches. Puspitasari and Rose in the semis, 74 minutes. Before that, Lui and Zhang of Hong Kong, China. My goodness, two long matches. Wonder they're still okay. They won the Taipei Open this year, and they would dearly like to go one better in the Macau Open this time round. They will come into it as the favourites. Thies Wiedeger of Germany is our umpire. Wang Weilei of Macau, China is our service judge. Well, they're just looking around the court, assessing it. This hopefully will not be as much of a problem this time round.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kao Osawa and Mai Tanabe, Japan.
And on my left, Hsieh and Hong Eng-zi, Chinese Taipei.
Chinese Taipei pairing will be the favourites here. They outrank their opponents. They've won tournaments before in the HSBC BWF World Tour. The Japanese pair have never done so. So this is a big challenge for them. Oh, great shot from Hsieh, using all that experience. "25 shots already. I wonder if that just sets the tone for the rest of this match. We shall see. Yeah, it's quite clear that the crowd is going for the Chinese Taipei pair. Hsieh and Hung. Who, while they far outrank their opponents and are 12th in the world, I mean, they've had a lot of early exits this year. 3 in the first round and 6 in the second round. First point on the board for Osawa and Tanabe. They've had a couple of quarterfinals this year, Malaysia and Swiss Opens, and then they won the Taipei Open, which is a 300. So this is their second final of the season. For Osawa and Tanabe, well, they've been playing a lot on the International Challenge and International Series circuit. Not too much on the HSBC BWF World Tour. They got to the final of the Japan Open, so that's, sorry, of the Canada Open and the second round of the Japan Open. So they've not played an awful lot on the tour this year. They've only played 30 matches as a pairing overall. They started towards the end of last year and, well, had a fantastic record. 13 wins out of 14. This year it's not been quite as good, but still pretty impressive. 12 wins out of 16, but again, playing at the lower level. And so this is the big time now. Yeah, and they're struggling right now. Because they're going into the drift, if you're not getting your lifts and clears at the right sort of height, and more importantly, the depth, then it's easy to finish off, as you see here from Hung. And I'm afraid more of the same, really. More wipe downs required. Well, they needed something, didn't they? Tanabe with that forehand smash. Down the line, better. Did it go in? No. Thought it might just tumble over. At the moment, Osawa and Tanabe are really struggling with the rhythm here. Hsieh and Hung have been aggressive, and that's why you got to kind of be on this end. You've got to be confident of yourself when you've got the drift. Just trying to see there. There's good close-ups of the court. Hsieh and Hung are cruising at the moment. Quick at the net, Hung, but she couldn't finish it off. Not yet, anyway. What a shot. Hung gets her eventually. Well, already 10-2. We saw this kind of domination from Alwi Farhan in the last match. I think they've sorted themselves out. Here we go.
10-2. Three, 10.
Yeah, that was a miss hit. Off the frame. (11-3). What a start this is for Hsieh Peishan and Hung Eun-soo, dominating proceedings already. Let's see if there's a little talk here from the coach. Will have changed anything for the Japanese? That quite often helps. Longest rally for quite some time. Just waiting for that mistake, and it does eventually come. 67 shots, here we go. Oh, has that gone long? Oh dear. And a vulnerable position as well. That should have been finished off. That's disappointing from the Chinese Taipei pair's perspective. Also lucky that it was missed by Tanabe. Couple of points in a row. That hasn't really happened for them so far. They've just struggled. That's the first time they've got consecutive points. better now from the Japanese pairing. Wow, wouldn't go over. All of a sudden, that huge lead they had is disappearing. Only 4 points in it now. At one point it was 10-2 and then 12-4. Well, they broke that run of 4 points. They needed to quite badly because there was quite a bit of momentum going there for the Japanese pair, who seem to have kind of got to grips with things a bit better. And as I said, quite often after an interval there, it might just help the team that's struggling, and it's actually been 5-2 to the Japanese since the interval. So much, much better from them. Don't forget, the trickier end is where the Chinese Taipei pair are in the moment. Oh, that's a really good shot, Tanabe. A little bit of disguise. Wonderfully done. And this has been excellent for them. Really giving a much better account of themselves now, Osawa and Tanabe. Has that gone long? It has, quite a bit. And they've done a really good job of making this far more competitive now. From 8 points to just 3 now. Interesting, because they're on the easier end, or the better end. And Hung into the net. I don't know what's happened. All of a sudden, it's really just swung wildly in favor of Osawa and Tanabe. Well, they're just drained of confidence all of a sudden. 9-2, by the way, to the Japanese pair. It's completely swung the other way now. It was 11-3 at the interval. And it's game on. Two lots of 4 points. That has made the big difference here for Osawa and Tanabe. Well, the mistakes continue. for Hsieh and Hung. And we're at 13 all. I mentioned this yesterday about the number of amazing comebacks. This is right up there. But they're in front. Outstanding. 6 points in a row for Osawa and Tanabe. Not quite sure what has gone wrong here. It all looked very, very good at 10-2, 11-3, and 12-4. And then all of a sudden, Osawa and Tanabe have turned it on. That's a credit to them. This match could have been dead and buried by much earlier if the Chinese Taipei pair had kept that application from the first half of the game. The crowd is just getting very uneasy about what's going on here. Seven points in a row. They desperately need something here. Hsieh and Hung. Biggest shot of the match so far when they eventually, finally break this run of 7 points. But psychologically, I don't know whether the damage has been done because they've just been excellent, Osawa and Tanabe. So now, just to recap, at 2-10, for example, shall we say, they've had 13 of the last 17 points. Game is still very much alive after it looked to be very one-sided. The Japanese with a superb comeback. That's a really good shot from Hsieh. Now level. Oh, we got to remember they're also on the trickier side. That's out. That's better. Hsieh and Hung now starting to put a little run on of their own. Three in a row. They needed that, didn't they? Really badly. They should have been probably game over already the first game the way they were going. Play some really good shots out there. Hsieh is the one, I think, who's really impressed with her shot variation and selection. Years of age. I've been impressed with that. Well, they needed that in themselves, Osawa and Tanabe. This could still go the distance. Oh dear, now we are level again. Well, to their credit, Osawa and Tanabe have only ever played 3 other pairs in the top 15. And all in recent months as well. That's an emphatic winner, isn't it? From Hsieh again. They did play another pairing in Chinese Taipei pairing in the Canada Open. So this is really a big step up for them. You gotta say. Chan Cheng-hui and Yang Chin-tun, they beat in the semi-finals of the Canada Open. They were still in it, still in it. They were 20th in the world. Then they lost to the Yaim Saad sisters in the Canada Open final, who were 17th. Then they lost to Bekhana and Lee So-hui in the second round of the Japan Open. That's it. So they don't have too much experience of playing players of this caliber. Oh, that's Osawa's mistake. She wheels away in frustration, and that hands 2 game points to Hsieh and Hung. I say again, should never have gotten to this close anyway, given the position they were in earlier on. But let's not take away from how well the Japanese have come back into this when they look dead and buried. So Hsieh and Hung eventually take the first game. My goodness, they made hard work of it. But it was the post-interval session that really turned things around for them. The Japanese pair, I should say, almost, because they took 15 of the next 20 points. Oh, 15 to 10, I should say, excuse me. They outscored their opponents 15-10. But it wasn't quite enough. 21-18.
抽出去之后可以的话，2个人可以继续去压。那如果不行的话，一样可以先控就好，再有耐心一点，再把球控下来就好。那攻的时候一样，小心你就中间对角把它抓住。那N子你自己在攻的时候，你时间中场球这个要再跟进一点。对，可以的话就是做连贯。加油！有时候很多球你们在中场球控比较慢的时候，他们抢上来，他们都会。
Second game, level, play.
Now the Chinese Taipei pair are on the better side, so they should, in theory. We saw what Alwi Farhan did. He won the first game very relatively close, and then he just cruised the second. Good work from Hung. Well, they are starting very, very well here, Hsieh and Hung. This is good stuff.
Three, go.
That's a good shot at the net. Osawa. Bit of an unfortunate slip there. Osawa and Tanabe, they know they don't want to have to give themselves, again, way too much work like they did in the previous game. They certainly don't want to get Hsieh and Hung that comfortable. Just as an idea between these two pairings. Hsieh's got the power, hasn't she? They haven't exactly played for a long time, Hsieh and Hung. They've not had I wouldn't exactly say it's been a wonderful year either. They've only won 59 of 27 coming into this tournament. Osawa and Tanabe have had a much better year, but again, that's at lower level tournaments. Still in the hunt. Good power there from Tanabe. Yeah, the pool is small to see really how well they perform in these sort of situations. Both pairs haven't played all that much together. But you just see at the moment how much more comfortable Hsieh and Hung are. They haven't quite dominated like they did in the first game. I don't think they'll mind that at the moment. Osawa's done well. A lot of running around. They eventually get there. Hung puts a finishing touch, but it shouldn't, again, might have ended earlier in the piece. That's going to be out long. That's what the drift will do on this end. This is A little bit closer now to what we saw earlier on in the first game, around this sort of scoreline. Similar-ish. Yeah, this is, it was 12-4 in the last game and 11-3 at the interval of the last game as well. So let's see if they can get to 11-4 and what they do with that. Remember, whatever was said at the interval made a big difference for the Japanese pair. Hung with a great shot. And Hsieh finishes it off. Great teamwork. And at the end of the first half of the second game, it is Chinese Taipei pair again reigning supreme. Very similar to where they were in the previous game, where it was 11-3. This time it's 11-4, but there was a huge fight back after the break. Let's see if it happens this time round.
所以前面那个人头顶球在抓紧，他们球都，如果你们球杀的够分的时候，他们球都只能顶出来，顶出来，顶出来，所以头顶真的要再抓紧，尤其是后场衔接上来的时候，对角那个人头顶不要再抓紧，可以的话就是继续去练换就好，加油，再控下来。
继续一样，战术是一样。
So let's see if there's another fight back from the Japanese this time round. Big winner and a big shout from the crowd. They like that one. Hung will apologize, but right now she's got to be happy with this. Now they've got to keep their concentration. That's the key part here. They need a sustained run here, Osawa and Tanabe. Otherwise, this is running away from them. 8 points, the difference now. Osawa just dropping it into that little gap. Hsieh couldn't get there. Now again, much more subtle from Hung. They've combined really well, both Hung and Hsieh today. And we're not seeing the kind of fight back that Osawa and Tanabe managed to put on in the previous game. Not yet, anyway. What they had before was a very good sustained run of points. They put a couple of runs on, and then a big one. That hasn't happened yet. That's a bit better. You hear the determination in their voice as well. Right at Osawa there, having to take evasive maneuvers. Not really much you could do. Hsieh Peishan and Hung En-soo this year have won 55% of matches after winning the first game. Not a bad record. It's okay. When you consider that their career average as a pairing, it's about 57%. It's not too different. I wouldn't say it's getting nervy yet. 7 points in it. Hsieh and Hung are still far more comfortable now than they were this stage of the last game. Big shout. Is it getting a little concerning now? Well, they needed that just to be a little safe. Give them a bit more of a margin. Yeah, right between the two on the smash. Nothing stopping that. She's got a lot of power in her. Suddenly just seems to increase in the frequency of the wipe downs, which is perhaps a bit of a concern. It was drizzling or rainy this morning. Wonder whether there's a bit of a storm outside. That's making things a bit worse. That's short on the serve. Intense. Osawa gets there in the end. Six points in this. 41 shots, one of the longer rallies we've had. They're almost there now, Hsieh and Hung. Lead of 7 with just 2 required. I can almost taste it. Hung with the winner there. Not much is getting past her today. They've been a really good combo, actually. And it's championship points for Hsieh and Hung. Eight championship points. And having fallen at the final hurdle last year, this pair have gone one better. They lost to Li Wenmei and Zhang Shuxian in the 2024 final. They lost in 3 that day, and it was a tight one as well, 22-20 in the third. A very, very tight match, that one last year. But they've made no mistake this time round. And they've won very comfortably, I think, overall. Even though the first game looks close, they had such a massive lead, which eventually saw them in good stead. And they came through nicely. The second seeds, Hsieh Pei-shan and Hung Eun-soo of Chinese Taipei, beat Japan's Kaho Osawa and Mai Tanabe, the seventh seeds, 21-18, 21-12 in 56 minutes. And they now proceed over to the award ceremony.
And our lucky winner goes to.
谢谢。
好的，我们来为大家公布一下，號碼係8053372、8053372、8053372、8053372。The lucky winning number is 8053372.
好啦，得獎嘅可以。
Congratulations to our lucky winner.
好啦，再次多謝我哋嘅得獎者啦。咁啊，跟住落嚟啦，各位嘉賓、各位現場嘅朋友、各位傳媒朋友，女子雙打嘅頒獎典禮咧即將開始㗎啦。
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and media friends, the award ceremony of women's doubles is about to begin.
我哋先介紹頒獎嘉賓。
Let's introduce our distinguished guests.
首先，我哋有請金沙中國有限公司行政副主席黃英偉博士。
May we invite Dr. Wilfred Wong, Executive Vice Chairman of SANDS China Limited.
跟住我哋有請澳門羽毛球總會會長邝達才先生。
Mr. Kwong Tat Choi, President of Badminton Federation of Macau.
跟住我哋有請世界羽毛球聯會賽事經理魯斯蘭先生。
And may we invite Mr. Ruvian Luslan, Tournament Manager of Badminton World Federation. Please welcome.
現在我哋有請得獎運動員進場。
And now let's welcome the medalists to the stage. 有请我们的得奖运动员进场。
2025金沙中國澳門羽毛球公開賽，匯豐世界羽聯世界巡迴賽超級300賽女子雙打。
The winner of the SANDS China Limited Macau Open Badminton 2025 part of the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 300 Women's Doubles event is
亞軍係日本嘅街步大宅真維田步。
Kaho Osawa, Mai Tanabe from Japan.
而今日女子雙打嘅冠軍係中華台北嘅謝佩珊、洪恩慈。
And now the champion in women's double is Hsieh from Chinese Taipei.
現在有請金沙中國有限公司行政副主席黃英偉博士為得獎運動員頒發獎牌。
Now may we invite Dr. Welvin Wong, Executive Vice Chairman of SANDS China Limited, to award the medals. 唔該晒。現在有請澳門羽毛球總會會長鄺達才先生為得獎運動員頒發獎金支票。 Now may we invite Mr. Kwong Tat Choi, President of Badminton Federation of Macau, to award the prize money. 唔該晒會長。現在有請世界羽毛球聯會賽事經理魯斯蘭先生為得獎運動員頒發紀念品。And now may we invite Mr. Luvian Ruslan, Tournament Manager of Badminton Federation, Macau, to award the souvenir. 唔該晒三位頒獎嘉賓同埋運動員，我哋一齊面向鏡頭影張大合照。And please, may we invite all of our guests of honor to take a group photo with the medalists. 唔該晒三位嘉賓，我哋請運動員留步。Thank you, our distinguished guests. Please take a seat. 我哋運動員可以望住鏡頭再影一幅合照。我們有請得獎的運動員看着我們的鏡頭，再來一張合影。好，唔該晒。Those were your finalists then for the women's doubles, and your winners, Hsieh Pei-shan and Hung Eun-soo, are the first Chinese Taipei women's doubles to win here at the Macau Open since Chen Wengxing and Chen Yuqin back all the way in 2010. So that's two categories in a row where it's been a long, long wait since the last champions from their member association.